Ladies and gentlemen, the king is here. Why am I in the middle of the screen? Ladies and gentlemen, the king is here. Back on the banger. We're back on the episode of Genshin Impact today. I completely forgot an event was coming out. Or not an event, a live stream was coming out today. But today, Genshin Impact version 5.2 special program. What am I expecting? Good ass question. We're not seeing this nigga's face. Actually, let me make myself a little bit smaller while I'm telling y'all what we not finna see. Hello? All right. We're not seeing this nigga's face. Guaranteed, stand by it. We ain't seen this nigga face no time goddamn soon. We probably gonna see his face in whatchamacallit, Shinejinaya. We not seeing his face. Somebody dies here. Usually, when's the last time somebody died? Last fucking arc, actually. Last fucking update in Fontaine. Somebody did die. Technically, somebody died. Are we gonna see a dragon? Let me rephrase. Are we gonna see a dragon that's actually dragoning? Fucking hopefully. Actually, I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. Because, to my knowledge, I got chat here. Chat. Wait, is chat visible? I think they are. Let me scroll up. Let me put you guys pretty far up. There we go. Right next to me. Right next to me. Cool. Wait, actually, I had to make sure. Cool beans. All right.
We're a tribe of warriors. In ancient times, we were responsible for patrolling and defending all of Natland.
Right. Oh, the dragons. Oh no, that's a phoenix. That's a phoenix.
So Khan's still managing to sow discord even after all these years.
If you want to resolve a conflict through dialogue, sometimes you need a third-party facilitator.
A third party? Is she on a fucking motorcycle?
The easiest person to find is
Dead as Shadow the Hedgehog. That's gorgeous.
His spirit has gotten lost and can't find its way back to his body.
I just want to rescue someone, and Granny won't let me.
I want to rescue someone. Granny won't let me. What the fuck am I looking at?
500 years later,
Right.
mystery surfaced again.
What resurfaced again?
I worry that we risk repeating the mistakes of the Cinder City.
What do you mean the Cinder City?
As
What the
long
hell
as
is
the
that?
soul is involved, I should be able to help.
As long as the soul is involved. Something that can copy. Something that can copy other bosses is hard. I wonder if it can copy all the bosses at random, or is it a fixed set of bosses? I was gonna say.
It's either your end or mine.
You're in her mind, bitch.
Before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than ever.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. In my head, most of the shit that we needed to do was already resolved, except for the ley lines and the fucking sky opened up. And I don't think this has anything to do with either of them, but I feel like this might have to do something with dragonic or dragon-like mechanics from 500 years ago, even though dragons were like I mean, let's not say extinct, but dragons got their ass whooped even longer than 500 years ago. But who knows? This is still Conry is still up 500 years ago. And, you know, some dragon shit could still be, you know, up. And then due to, like, you know, how mountains are built, it's just rocks on top of rocks on top of rocks 500 years ago. And then even more than that, the dragon shit is kind of halfway up, and then it just,
travelers, welcome to the Genshin Impact version 5.2 special program.
Why does shit sound country
I'm
as
Gabe
shit?
From the Loke team.
And I'm Kai. We meet again. Whoa, a cuckoo soar. Want to join us?
Hey, don't be shy.
Nigga,
Come
you
out
need to
and
be
say
shy as
hello.
hell.
I'm not sure what that meant, but it was adorable.
Hey man, he look like he's saying I'm dripped
She
out.
approves
Better
of your
admire the drip.
Hey, I didn't know you could speak Saurian.
Oh, I can't. but I can make an educated guess based on her body language.
I can make an educated guess based on her
Are
body.
all Cucusaurs as friendly as this one?
Adult Cucusaurs are usually very proud creatures.
Said I got
there
that shit
are
on.
always
Pay
exceptions.
attention.
Well, since our Cucusaur friend kicked things off for us, I know just the place to start.
Yeah,
The
this script.
Flower Feather Clan.
This
All right,
script
let's do
ain't
it.
really sounding like a script right
Cucusaurs
now.
live among the Flower
is.
Feather Clan, which is suspended high above the mountains. This is a tribe of warriors.
Right.
And most of their people can command the power of the skies.
So
It
they
was
can
the
fly.
Flower Feather
Go
Clan's
bees.
ancient duty to patrol and safeguard the entire region of Natlan.
Duty.
As elite special forces, their job was to detect threats, disseminate intel, and quickly neutralize any dangers to the nation. Though
Okay.
the circumstances are different now, the tribe never forgot its origins.
Mhm.
They still hold trials to assemble the fastest teams in the tribe.
Right.
The
Look at
trials
this thing
test the
flying.
pilot's skill and teamwork with the Cucusaurs.
That shit look
I'm
dangerous.
so pumped about these Cucusaurs.
Yeah, Cucusaurs
Oh, they're
are
like
the
flamingos.
proudest out of all the Saurians.
Flamingos.
They
That's
know
hard.
that they're the kings of the sky.
That's a really good design. I like
Cucusaurs
that.
can consume phlogiston to climb higher or perform a horizontal roll in
A
midair.
horizontal roll.
Holding
Do
the
a
sprint
barrel
button
roll.
allows them to enter an accelerated glide state after a horizontal roll.
Mm-hmm.
In addition, they can
In
even
addition.
use phlogiston wind tunnels to quickly cover great distances.
Okay, so I'm assuming that Cucusaurs are really hard to tame.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Cause they be
You
dripped
need
out
to
for real.
prove yourself in some worthwhile feat, like
Mhm.
demonstrating exceptional archery skill during flight. That's the only way to become a true Cucusaur rider.
Wow, that's so
They're gonna look at how I
strange.
dress and start fucking
Yeah,
with me.
tell
They
me
better
about
stop
it.
playing.
But okay, now that we've got a glimpse
A
of the
glimpse.
Flower Feather Clan, it's time for a quiz.
A quiz.
Already?
I dropped out.
Yep, I hope you're prepared.
I thought we wasn't coming
Every
back to
tribe
this.
in that land has a unique way of communicating with their Saurian companions.
Right.
The members of the Flower Feather Clan use a special item to summon their Cucusaurs.
Right.
What is that item?
Is it multiple choice?
A
Written
basket
response.
filled with their favorite foods?
Here's a
Fuck
hint.
you, pal.
You just saw the answer.
That was
in
a
the
good sound
previous
effect.
Video.
Oh, I remember now. Horn.
Ding ding ding.
Okay.
Cucusaurs live far from the tribe and from each other.
So you saying I
in
gotta put
order
on my
to summon
mixtape
them,
and they'll pull up?
People use whistles and horns to produce loud noises. So there's your overview of Cucusaurs. Maybe they sound a little unapproachable compared to other Saurians, but don't worry, travelers. If you get into a tough situation, then Chaska, the Flower Feather Clan's
Good
expert
God.
peacemaker, can help mediate the conflict.
Mediate the
She mentioned
conflict.
That her method of mediation is silencing both parties.
Killing everybody?
Is that true?
Well, that's only in special cases.
Kill everybody?
Most of the time, Chaska barely needs to intervene. Everyone knows what she's
Killing
capable of,
everybody?
so
Yeah.
people usually find a way to set aside their differences when she shows up.
Oh, so she doesn't just handle conflicts between humans and Saurians. She keeps the peace between people, too.
Exactly.
I was like, what do you mean?
Chaska was
But
corrupted
okay.
by abyssal power as a child,
Mm-hmm.
so she has a strong compulsion to fight, but she knows how to rein it in.
Right.
Which is
I
weird.
heard that she was abandoned as a baby. It seems like she's been through a lot.
I know this is y'all's second live stream voicing the shits and the shit. You didn't have to bring up her trauma. We could have left that alone. That didn't have shit to do with anything. I heard she was abandoned as a baby. And then watch how they just smoothly move past that.
Yeah, but luckily for her, the Cucusaurs took her in and raised her as one of their own. In addition to hunting and flying, Chaska gained a lot of unique combat experience from her Saurian childhood. When Chaska is in your party, defeating
They coulda
monsters
just
will
went-
restore phlogiston to your party.
They could have just
While
went
she's in the
straight
Night
to the
Soul's
shit.
blessing state, Chaska
Right.
can ride and control her gun like a Cucusaur. The Soul Sniper doesn't just increase her movement speed and resistance to
I was
interruptions.
going to say, I'm not
it
seeing
also
anything.
allows her to get a better angle on her enemies.
Wow, that mid-air
Y'all see-
perspective is so
Her bar
cool.
isn't moving at all.
Seems
Okay,
so
now it's starting to
liberating.
move.
Yeah, and Chaska's fierce when she's in the zone. In the Night Soul's blessing
That
state,
fat ass
Chaska's
gun!
normal attacks deal anemo damage to enemies in front of her. Unleashing a charged attack in this state will cause Chaska to enter a
Okay, I know I keep pausing it. This shit would have looked so fucking cool if she did this during the story quest, I mean, during the Archon quest, she's literally riding on a gigantic revolver. They had this bitch in the game just flying. I feel like this would have been much fucking harder, but sure.
Special aiming mode. This allows her to lock onto a set number of enemies within range and fire up to 6 Shadow Hunt shells, which deal animo damage upon impact. In addition, for every Pyro, Hydro, Cryo, or Electro character in your party,
oh, it does a little bullet. It does a little bullet.
Shells will undergo an elemental conversion to deal the corresponding type of elemental damage.
Whoa, no way.
I know people were pissed with her gameplay. Really?
Types of elemental damage.
Why are people pissed? This shit actually look kind of fire.
And since she's an animal character, she can swirl them at the same time. That's awesome.
Yeah, I know, right? Her elemental burst has a similar function too. Chaska fires a gale-splitting Soulseeker shell during her burst, which deals
cool as fuck.
damage. The attack then splits into 6 Soulseeker shells, which
Soulseeker shells
attack nearby enemies. These shells.
And then you got wanted bullets. Y'all too young to know about that.
That's so cool. No wonder she's one of the
It doesn't fit
strongest warriors
Tavad
in her tribe.
Speaking of her tribe, the warriors from the Flower Feather clan
The whole
are
fucking
formidable
nation?
for sure, but we should also shed some light on those who
I know I keep pausing it, but hold on. It doesn't fit Tavad, but when the other nigga has a digital dragon as game UI, nobody wanted to say anything. We literally have somebody else who has a cannon, right? Somebody else who has a cannon who absolutely has bullets and shoots bullets from the sky. And it fits their whatchamacallit. They're in France, so she has like the little thangler thing. She got like the long time the back in the day France fit, okay? But she has a cannon and she shoots it, okay? So guns ain't, and we have somebody with a literal musket in the game. Somebody with a literal musket that takes it out and shoots people, okay? And then not even immediately after that, but sometimes after that, we have a character who has a digital UI and has an 8-bit dragon breathing 8-bit fire. And he can latch onto an opponent or latch onto an enemy and spin around them. And then he takes his Mega Man blaster and shoots digital energy at a boss. But a chick riding a flying revolver is just crazy. That doesn't make sense.
who aren't as skilled.
Oh, are you talking about the...
And then we gotta think about what the fuck? What do you mean it doesn't fit Tavad? What does? What is it? I mean, Tavad, what does Tavad look like? What's gonna fit? What does it? Yeah, at this point, what fits Tavad and what does it? And then, if you really think about it, Natlan is excluded from the rest of Tavad. So, of course, a lot of they customs, the people are black. Except her. But, you know, the people black. Ken and Natlan don't fuck with nobody else for real. Ken and Natlan people don't really want to go anywhere else for real. The people are black. It's secluded from the rest of the world. They customs don't fit anybody else's. This shit, Natlan don't fit into Vet at all by their choice.
The wingless? That's what the tribe calls people who fail the flight trials, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're the challengers who fail to earn the recognition of a Kukosaur.
Exactly. But the name
Wait a minute. What the fuck that say?
About the wingless? That's
The
will shed some
wingless.
light on those who aren't as skilled.
Oh, are you talking about the
A
wingless?
wingless sound like
That's
a
what the
pussy,
tribe calls
okay?
people who fail the flight trials, right?
Mhm.
They're the
You
challengers who
depressed
fail
this
to
shit.
earn the recognition of
He
a Kukosaur.
depressed this
Exactly.
shit.
But the name doesn't indicate that those people are weak or deserve to be
Yes,
cast
it
aside.
does.
The Flower Feather
Yes.
clan has its own definition of strength. There's a tacit understanding that the wingless are supposed to be protected until they can fly by themselves. But that assumption is challenged in Tribal Chronicles Tlalocan. Someone will dare to ask, what if you didn't need a Kukusaur to fly? If you could change the rules, then maybe there wouldn't be any wingless to begin with. Now, Whether that's the right path is for us to discover. Chaska will also be there to help us find the answer. So, be sure to check out Chaska's Tribal Chronicle if you're interested in what happens.
Is there anything else that you can tell us?
Remember how I mentioned that Chaska was raised by Kukusaurs?
Yeah, tell us about it.
Her Saurian mother will make an appearance in this quest. Even though she's joined human society, Chaska still goes to visit her Saurian mother on occasion, especially when she needs some help with a tough situation.
Her pink kind of dwindling.
So Chaska still has a soft side, even though she's a fearsome warrior.
Definitely.
Definitely.
The Flower Feather Clan is also the setting for the Archon Quest Chapter 5 interlude. All fires fuel the flame. The tribe is facing a crisis, and they'll need the travelers' help to find a solution.
What kind of crisis?
Well, the Flower Feather Clan suffered the worst of the abyssal contamination during the battle in version 5.1. It's not just the human body that can't withstand high concentrations of abyssal power. For most people, it also damages the mind.
We gotta go around sucking
Many
people.
members of the Flower Feather Clan are suffering from the mental repercussions of the abyss, and the tribe is in desperate need of aid. Yansan will be there too. After rebuilding her own tribe, the Collective of Plenty, she's traveling around Natlan to help those in need.
The people of Natlan really value unity, don't they? No one fights alone. That's one of my favorite things about Natlan. Oh, wait. It looks like the captain will also be there.
Yes.
He scared the shit out of me. Why did the captain jump scale me like that? It just came out the corner.
The captain will also offer help to the tribe. You may pick up on some interesting information if you pay close attention to what he has to say.
Lord Jesus.
The captain rarely gives away too much information in his regular interactions.
We're about to have a personal conversation?
But his secrecy here seems a little peculiar. So keep an eye out. But, of course, restoring Natlan's fighting spirit remains the top priority.
The captain that had a girlfriend.
After all, the war isn't over yet. The abyssal contamination is still around, and we have a very important battle ahead. Natlan needs mental fortitude more than ever before.
The Flower Feather Clan is pretty close to the Masters of the Nightwind, where the Ictomosaurs live. That tribe could be another good place to recover from the battle.
Oh yeah, let's check it out.
If you head west from the Stadium of the Sacred Flame and go past the towering walls, you eventually arrive at the settlement of the mysterious Masters of the Nightwind. The tribal settlement offers a unique glowing landscape at night. If you venture even further, then you might encounter the tribe's Wath Ictomosaur Elder, or one of the many shamans who can communicate with spirits. I even heard that the witch doctors who live there can help cleanse your spirit. Plus, the graffiti art is really incredible. In fact, there's something special about this one. Can you figure it out, travelers?
Is that a big-ass bird?
It's kind of tricky, right? Well, don't worry. The Ictomosaurs can help us out. Ictomosaurs are known for their wisdom. They can use their unique sight to detect things that can't be seen through normal mains.
Whoa, okay.
Right.
I'm not picking up that chest, but that shit look hard.
Especially skilled at detecting ley lines and phlogiston. They can absorb power from phlogiston objects to enhance their abilities. Doing so allows them to jump higher, move faster, or even obtain surprising rewards. Ictomosaurs can also extract information from graffiti art to create special objects.
What the fuck?
I bet that'll come in handy for solving puzzles.
Just like a wise guy just walking around.
Especially in Tribal Chronicles Mictlan, which will become available in version 5.2, the first 2 acts feature a lot of intriguing puzzles. So be sure to check them out, travelers. Some of them will require the help of an Ictomosaur, and others can be solved on your own.
I noticed that Ictomosaurs can perform fast-paced jumps when they have enough phlogiston.
These 2 swords got really good designs.
It looks like so much fun. Do we know anyone who can use that ability? Besides the new Saurian, I mean.
Yes, Auroron can do it too.
Auroron.
Like the Ictomosaurs, Auroron has the ability to rise into the air. He also has a keen sense of perception. While charging an aimed shot, Auroron will enter the Spirit Speaker state, allowing him to extract power from Natlan's graffiti and runes.
Speaking of some of the enemies to fight, I was honestly super surprised by his personality.
He can just fly. Okay.
Before the 5.1 Archon quest, I thought...
You think I didn't see that? You levitated at a real weird angle, so you couldn't fight any of the enemies. I saw that shit. I'd
super surprised.
You couldn't shoot anybody. because Genshin doesn't let you shoot down from this point.
By his person.
He was just out of your range of sight. You were gonna shoot somebody, but you couldn't. You were going to, but you couldn't because nobody was in your range. I see you. Thank you.
Personality. Before the 5.1 Archon quest, I thought that he looked like a stern, stoic, and harsh type of character. But as it turns out, he's just a sweet kid.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's kind of unexpected, right? Is he really that sweet, though? Just to think about all the sneaking around behind his granny's back.
Ah, true.
The tribespeople of the Masters of the Nightwind are known for being eccentric. But Ororon really takes it to the next level.
It sounds like he does things his own way. I wonder if that extends to his combat abilities.
It does. Ororon is a bit different from the Natlan characters we've met so far. He doesn't need to depend on the Night Soul's Blessing state to gain Night Soul points, and he can maintain the Night Soul's Blessing state even while he's off-field.
Ooh.
Ah, that does sound different from the other Natlan characters.
I mean, he is half
So how do his abilities work?
Let
me start by explaining how Ororon gains Night Soul points.
Right.
This can happen in multiple ways. For example, Ororon can gain Night Soul points when one of his party members triggers a Night Soul burst. He can also gain them when other party members deal hydro or electro attacks to enemies after Ororon unleashes his elemental skill.
Oh, then it sounds like he works well with hydro and electro characters.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is weird.
And in combat, when enemies take damage from electro-charged reactions or other party members deal Night Soul aligned damage, Ororon can consume Night Soul points to enter the Night Soul's Blessing state and trigger the Hypersense effect, dealing electro damage.
Oh, I see. So you need to pair him with the right characters if you want him to gain Night Soul points, enter the Night Soul's Blessing state, and trigger the effect.
Exactly. Though I should mention that Ororon doesn't need to be on the field to trigger the Hypersense effect.
Wait, he can trigger it even while he's off-field? That sounds really useful.
Totally. His Elemental Burst provides a convenient way to deal damage.
What the fuck is it? Is that a black hole?
Ororon performs an ancient reach roll with his burst to summon a supersonic Oculus, which taunts nearby enemies to draw them in. Once they're up close, the Oculus releases a sound wave to deal damage.
That should be great for crowd control.
Yes, with Ororon in your party, dealing with large groups of enemies should be...
You did it again. I see you, nigga. Yo.
Yes.
You dove straight up and then you paused. Everybody was out of your line of sight until you got to this little nigga right here.
Ororon in your party, dealing...
You couldn't shoot anybody until everybody was out of your line of sight.
Large groups of...
I see you.
The enemies should be a lot easier. And speaking of making things easier, Ororon can also improve the exploration experience by boosting the gliding speed of your characters.
Awesome.
Ororon really cherishes his friends. With a little teamwork on his side,
over here just hovering
I'm
this
sure
ball?
victory will always be within reach.
Cool.
I think, like,
so we
what's her face
introduced
better
two of the upcoming
Ororon?
regions in this update. The Flower Feather Clan and the Masters of the Nightwind. But there's more.
What's up, Emerald Ghost?
Version 5.2 actually introduces another new region. It's called Ochkanatlan.
Oh, I think we caught a glimpse of this ancient city when we were looking at the Flower Feather Clan. It's really beautiful from far away, but those clouds look kind of ominous. It looks completely abandoned. Is it dangerous?
Yes. This is a restricted area in that land due to its severe abyssal contamination, and it seems uninhabited. Over the years, many adventurers have come here in search of treasure or to slay the dragon. Unfortunately, none of them have ever returned. The Flower Feather Clan often sends riders to patrol the area and to prevent people from getting too close.
Wait, did you say slay the dragon?
Yeah, I know we introduced some adorable saurians earlier, but this creature is actually really terrifying. It occupies this ancient city and guards it fiercely. If it detects an intruder, then it will attack without hesitation.
And this is definitely a world boss. I mean, a world
pretty
quest.
Concerning.
It's easy to take human-saurian coexistence for granted these days, but it actually took generations of effort to reach this point. This relationship wasn't nearly so harmonious in the ancient past. Travelers will need to explore Ochkanatlan to uncover the reason behind this dragon's rampage. Of course, travel
Now, in theory, this sounds like a really good world quest where we slay a dragon. What are we gonna end up doing? We're gonna go through the entire goddamn castle. We're gonna learn the backstory of this dragon, and then we're gonna fight the dragon and not actually kill it. And we're gonna befriend it, and everybody now is like, "Oh my gosh, you befriended the dragon! Now everybody can go there. And you didn't actually slay the dragon." Blah 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 blah. Or I could play it and find out for myself. This one actually looks interesting, so I might actually play this world quest.
Travelers won't have to do this alone. Here, take a look.
What do you mean?
Oh, what's that?
This is a very important companion who will help us explore Ochkanatlan. His name is Kokoik. As for his power, well, why don't you take a guess?
Okay, is he our moral support? You know, maybe he could make a cute noise every now and then to cheer us up.
Hey, let's not put our Tepetlosaur friend out of a job.
I was gonna say,
Little
that's
one works
Paimon,
really
too.
hard.
Okay, then I've got nothing.
Remember how I mentioned that Ochkanatlan is heavily corroded by the Abyss? Well, that's where Kokoik comes in. We can use his power to clear abyssal contamination. Follow the direction indicated by his light to collect secret source scraps and enhance his power.
She bad?
Once Kokoik has enough power, you can take him to track down the evil dragon.
What a useful little guy.
I know, right? Now, travelers can explore Ochkanatlan with two companions.
Idris Elba.
Kokoik and Little One. In fact, I've heard there's even a special token around here that can enable Little One to traverse a volcano. A new adventure with Little One awaits in version 5.2. This update will bring us one step closer to uncovering the mysteries of Little One's past.
Oh, it's in the
Familiar Saurian companions can also help us explore Ochkanatlan. For example, with the help of a Kaholasaur, we can evade source mechanism attacks. With the help of an Ikitomisaur, we can solve certain puzzles. With the help of a Kukusaur, we might even be able to chase down the evil dragon. But we'll leave the rest for you to discover, travelers.
Wait, are those some kind of lava fish? Does this mean we can fish in Natlan?
Yes, but I've got some friendly advice, travelers. You should be very careful while exploring Ochkanatlan. Some of the abyssal monsters here can distort their appearance to mimic powerful enemies. High-level monsters such as the tenebrous Papilla can mimic even stronger enemies.
It looks like these monsters take the form of plants outside of combat.
Yep, that's true. The Abyss has corroded Natlan's ley lines, allowing these monsters to read the memories inside of them and mimic creatures from Teyvat.
How do we defeat them?
Travelers will need to use elemental attacks to break the enemy's protective void wards. Doing so allows them to take damage and causes them to enter a brief state of confusion. Night Soul-aligned elemental attacks are especially effective against these wards.
Wow, the Abyss has gotten so advanced. It's scary to think about how much harder these fights will get if these abyssal monsters continue to evolve.
Yeah.
Okay, that was a lot of information to take in at once. But before we take our first break, we still have a couple of short announcements. Really short, I promise.
Really short.
First up, limited time exploration rewards will be available in version 5.2. Just like in version 5.1, travelers can earn up to 400 extra Primo Gems. And the rewards will be available all the way through version 5.3. It's now time to introduce the event wishes. In the first half of version 5.2, travelers can look forward to event wishes from Chaska and
Auroron is a 4-star character? Auroron is a 4-star character. Auroron is a 4-star character. I don't think this is because when I thought about it, I'm not even pissed about it, because when I first started playing this game and Auroron first got announced, I heard that people was not rocking with Auroron's design at all. People were not rocking with it. That's what I heard. So taking in that information, and then I think, oh shit, Auroron's a 4-star, it kind of makes sense, because if I heard from my chat, if a couple people in my chat say people weren't rocking with Auroron's design, then that means a lot of other people were not rocking with Auroron's design. But then again, Genshin doesn't listen to their community. Unless they turned the people black. Maybe they weren't listening? I don't know. But, you know...
Auroron will also receive a drop rate boost. And in the second half of version 5.2...
I've never seen something so fucking skippable. Nigga, I'm moving straight past this as if these niggas don't exist.
2 will have returning event wishes for Zhongli and New Villette. The weapon banner will feature a new 5-star bow, Astral Vulture's Crimson Plumage. And
while this shit keeps going, y'all tell me why are people, I mean, people don't like Chaska design, but we already talk about that because it's stupid to hate Chaska's design. The reason, stupid as shit. But are people mad that Chaska's a 5-star and Auroron's a 4-star? And if so, I mean, there's not really a humongous different. I mean, yeah, let's be honest. 5 stars are sometimes better, but 4 stars can still be good in stats and like playability and stuff like that. But either way, the kits are completely different, so there's not really a way to, you know. But you know, you can have. There are really bad 5 stars, but there are really good 4 stars. Like I don't know.
And 2 new Netland specific 4-star weapons. Be sure to check them out if you're interested.
All right, it's time for our first break. Once we come back, we'll dive right into the event portion.
We're listening when it comes to character designs and rarity surge. CN is just mad Auroron is a 4-star. That's it. They're mad a character. They're Lenny and Lynette are proof. Oh, they're just mad because that a character is a 4-star? Like, does that really matter? Whoa. I mean, the fact that he's a 4-star, he's gonna come around more often because, you know, 5 stars, they get rotated a lot. Like, they get rotated and rotated and rotated and rotated. But 5 stars don't really, you know, most need C6 to be comparable to a 5-star unit, though. That's the problem. Do niggas play comp Genshin? I don't think, you know, I don't think Genshin Impact has like a comp mode. Why do you need your character to be 6 stars for it to be strong? I mean, hey man, sure. Am I getting berated? Like,
welcome back, travelers.
Welcome back. Let's dive straight into the event section.
Calamity.
So in the first event, we'll get to learn more about the Masters of the Nightwind.
That's right. In the version 5.2 event, Ikitomi Spirit-Seeking Scrolls, travelers will team up with Citlali and Auroron to get to the bottom of a mysterious accident that occurred within their tribe.
Travelers will need to complete combat challenges to defeat enemies who try to disrupt the ritual. They'll also need to reconstruct scenes from the tribe's woven scroll.
I lied. This isn't the only time I'm going to pause this game. Why would you make Auroron have a bow, right? Actually, no, sure, bow makes sense. Then you have Calamity of Issue. Maybe this definitely has something to do with Auroron. Why would you make this weapon a sword and not a bow? Because the sword looks like it goes to Auroron. Where is the sword gonna be to? Who's gonna have the sword? Now I know what you're thinking. But then you gotta think about it. I forgot the nigga name. Shit. I have his sword on him. He has a sword. A sword particularly to him. He's an Jesus. This nigga, Kazuha. Kazuha literally has his own sword that you forge and that you give to him. I don't even know the whole story, but I'm already knowing this has something. You get this sword with a mission dealing with this nigga. Get that nigga a bow.
And gather lost spirits scattered throughout the region. Travelers will only be able to uncover the truth if they collect all the clues. But don't worry, there are also various rewards to earn along the way, including Primo Gems.
Ooh, I really like the vibe of this event. It looks like Citlali is performing some kind of ritual. It's
fuck the vibe.
Also
this shit
mysterious.
When a situation gets tough, it's
You are
Granny
like
to the rescue.
Definitely.
Citlali and Auroran have some really fun dialogue in this event.
I'm always grabbing the popcorn whenever these two interact. They're practically a two-person show. And speaking
The
of fun,
NPCs are
let's
doing a
get
great
into
job
the
and
event
better than last
gameplay.
time.
First up is the Search for Lost Spirits minigame. Travelers will have to work together to herd the scattered roaming spirits into specific
what a
zones to
comp
earn
ad.
points.
What
Pay
happened to
attention to the conditions on the
comp?
field if you want a higher score.
I'm
For
trying to
example,
compete.
travelers can jump on stone slabs that appear on the field. These slabs will break open and release even more spirits.
These big ass balls.
Storms may also appear during the game.
Storms.
You can track down spirits more effectively if you pay attention to the direction
Why are
of the
we having
storms.
a mini game in a graveyard?
In Evil Banisher, travelers will need to select the right teams to complete the objectives. Completing all of the objectives will award you the Banishing Aura, which allows you to deal AoE damage by spraying
Aura.
paint at enemies.
That paint really matches the Masters of the Night Wind's aesthetic.
Aura.
It's super cool.
Yeah, and so does the Spirit Loom in restoring fragmented records. Citlali will use her powers to reveal special fragments. Travelers will need to piece these fragments together and assemble them on a woven scroll.
I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Make sure that
Really
you
thought he
pay
was doing this
attention
shit
to the
totally
order
wrong,
and
but he wasn't.
positions of the fragments. Oh, there's something else that we should mention. Travelers can obtain a new 4-star...
I retract my previous statement. In the picture before, that sword looked real fucking purple. And now that I see it in the game, it looks real fucking blue. I apologize for my outburst.
There's something else that we should mention. Travelers can obtain a new 4-star sword by completing this event. The design definitely fits the Masters of the Night Wind. It looks like some kind of ceremonial artifact.
I totally agree. Oh, and this event will allow travelers to learn more about Natlan's secret.
I know I wasn't tripping for a second. I was literally about to go back. What happened to the sword? They stripped the melanin off of it. Nigga, look at the difference. Look at this shit. They stripped it of its purple. This shit was gonna look so fucking hard. I complained, but this shit was gonna look hard. Strip this nigga. What the fuck? What happened? Who did update this shit?
For example, this quest will review new clues about a mysterious and legendary place.
They blue washed the
Mare
sword.
Javari.
Shut the
Wow, we've been hearing about this place since Mondstadt. It'll be nice to get some new information. We've been hearing
Mysterious and legendary place, the Mare Javari. New clues about a mysterious and legendary place.
Chan, I know you're excited, and you're expecting me to be excited, and I know I've been complaining a lot. But you're not reading the deeper image that they just told us. For example, this quest will reveal new clues about a mysterious and legendary place. The whatever the fuck. New clues. New clues. New clues. We're not going there. We're gonna hear about it and keep it pushing. Ugh.
Place.
So I'm not
the
retweeting.
Mare Javari.
Wow, we've been hearing about this place since Mondstadt. It'll be nice to get some new information. On a related note, the Adventurers Guild has prepared a new trial for its members. Active adventurers have been invited to take on the challenge, including the Traveler.
Oh, I thought they meant
Travelers
challenge
will
me.
need to complete various challenges with designated characters and fully leverage their skills to earn rewards. I know you're up to the challenge, Travelers. Good luck.
Amongst that related news, the Knights of Favonius are conducting a war game to improve security tactics in the region. And who
war
better
game?
to test these tactics than the Honorary Knight?
Nigga, we
Be
is
sure to
not
pay
with
close
Favonius.
attention to the
We is
game
not with
since
the
the
Knights.
format has changed this time. Travelers will need to select combat units and stratagems to deploy against the opposing formation. Once
Nigga,
the
we is not
lineup
with
is
the
set,
Knights.
the
Get
monsters
this
will fight
fucking
automatically.
edge off me.
Available combat units and stratagems
Pokemon.
are completely random. You know, just to build some unpredictability into the wargame. The chances of encountering elite combat units increases as the wargame progresses.
Increases.
Even more elite monsters will be available for travelers to use. It's a volatile environment,
What the
so
fuck
do your
am I
best to
looking
win
at?
as many rounds as possible, earn wargame medals, and collect the rewards.
All right, let's keep the excitement rolling in this next event. We actually have a demo, so please take a look.
Oh, looks like they're selecting tactics. Double damage? That sounds powerful. Whoa, it's automated.
cool. Oh, it's
the
automated.
elemental reaction effects are completely different.
This brand new heated battle mode is called Automatic Artistry. Powerful support cards have been added for nearly every elemental reaction. Choose cards that align with your strategies to trigger powerful elemental reactions.
But it's automatic.
The effects will change depending on how you play. In addition, the overall gameplay is very laid back. Characters will automatically duel each other, and skill animations are now shorter in length.
Wow, it's like we got a
sped up
whole
too.
new Genius Invocation TCG after coming back from Natland. Talk about whiplash.
That's right. Even if you've never played Genius Invocation before, I really recommend checking out this new gameplay mode in version 5.2. The new version will also bring a few updates to regular Genius Invocation TCG.
Do you ever feel a little cooped up while you're playing card games? Well, don't worry about that. Our next event will give travelers the opportunity to enjoy the great outdoors. In Claw Convoy, travelers will need to help Lamia track down some adopted animals. Travelers will be able to see the animal's point of view by using a special tool. Once you've managed to deduce their location, you'll be able to track them down. Once the animals are safe and sound, travelers will receive a gift from the mysterious figure who adopted them. I feel like Auroran would really shine in this event. He's definitely an animal lover.
I can see that. I'm sure that he would jump at the chance to meet animals from other nations.
Yeah.
Finally, the Leyline Overflow event will return in version 5.2. If you need Mora or character EXP materials, then keep an eye out.
Hu Dao.
Alright, let's dive into some updates and game optimizations. First up is the change to the Imaginarium Theater.
Haven't even started this shit.
Travelers will be returned to the theater lobby after completing a challenge and have to reopen the Fantasia Tome to continue. Travelers provided feedback that this setup interrupted their experience. So, this will no longer be the case in version 5.2. Now, after finishing a battle, all you need to do is click Next Act if you want to keep fighting.
Nice. Travelers can now enjoy the thrill of combat without any interruptions.
And for all the generous travelers who like to configure supports for their friends, a supporting caster record has been added in the new update. You can now check which friends have borrowed your supports by looking at the supporting cast screen.
Cool. It'll be nice to know that our supports are helping people out.
Yup. Oh, and the party configuration mechanic has also been optimized. Besides the elemental filtering, the Imaginarium Theater will now feature recommended row icons, elemental statistics, and markers for the main types of enemies.
That is so helpful. I'll occasionally put together a random team if I've just started experimenting with some characters, but this information should make it a lot easier to form strategic teams.
These markers will display key information on how to counter enemies, but in a much more prominent position. Hopefully, this change will make it easier for travelers to form the best teams.
Yes.
Slow your roll, nigga.
Now we can directly see which elements work best against specific enemies.
Give them to me
That's
if you can.
definitely going to save some time.
For sure. And we can expect even more optimizations in the future as travelers continue to provide valuable feedback about their experiences. Okay, let's introduce the other system optimizations coming in version 5.2. You can outsort 5-star artifacts in your inventory based on when you obtained them, from the most recent to the oldest.
I thought we could always do that.
The animations for crafting materials, forging weapons, building furniture, and cooking dishes are now shorter in length.
That's really nice. The dev team designed a lot of intricate animations for these features, but it can feel a bit frustrating when you have to watch them over and over again.
There will also be several optimizations for the Serena Teapot. The seed dispensary can now hold
feel a bit frustrating when you have.
I feel like what they should have done, right? I did like this, but it does make sense. It does go like a lot slower. I mean, it is a lot slower, but I feel like
shorter in length.
That's really nice.
I did like this when it pops up and then it goes up, but then this is a lot quicker. I feel like instead of making this just at the top of the screen, you could push this stuff up just a little bit and just have a big ass icon go off in the background, because I did like this, but just make it bigger and have it at the same time that this happens, because at the same time it could be quick, but then you can like I still like this little animation.
The dev team designed a lot of intricate animations for these features, but it can feel a bit frustrating when you have to watch them over and over again.
There will also be several optimizations for the Serena
like,
teapot.
the little pot,
the seed dispensary can now hold more of every type of seed. You'll be able to purchase wood at the Realm Depot in exchange for Realm currency.
It's like,
in addition, the cool.
It's like when you know how nowadays when a company has like a really cool logo, and then from like 2020 till now, everybody has a real dull logo now. I feel like that's when it's finna start happening with the UI. Genshin UI is cool and the animations are cool, but if you want to change it and make it quicker, don't take away the sauce from it though. Cause I'm recognizing the sauce, I'm fucking with the sauce, but like, you know, make it quicker, but keep the sauce.
Cooldown for the boon of the Elder Tree will be reduced to 5 seconds. This way, it will be easier for travelers to collect wood.
Awesome. I've been meaning to use some cool replicas in my Serena teapot, but I'm always short on.
When the last time you had some wood? Me this morning.
Type of seed. You'll be able to purchase wood at the Realm Depot in exchange for Realm currency. In addition, the cooldown for the boon of the Elder Tree will be reduced to 5 seconds. This way, it will be easier for travelers to collect wood.
Awesome. I've been meaning to use some cool replicas in my Serena teapot, but I'm always short on wood. So this should be really helpful.
I ain't never been short on wood.
I'm so excited for you. Oh, and optimizations have been made to artifact locking. The updated lock assistance interface will allow you to configure lock settings with a single click. Just hit Use Recommended Settings and you're set. The recommended set lock plans will even update automatically based on popular in-game configurations. Of course, if you have your own ideas in mind, then you can always disable the recommended plans to configure custom ones instead.
The update also allows you to batch lock artifacts in your inventory based on the recommended general lock plan and set lock plans. This will make it much faster to organize your inventory.
Right.
In addition, a shortcut button that navigates to the lock assistance interface will.
When the fuck am I getting 240? When am I getting 240 resin? And then my other shit. Give me my little shit so I can grind on fucking Genshin, chat.
Will be added to the Artifact Domain Challenge screen and the Artifact Acquisition screen. This should make it easier for travelers to configure their locking rules whenever they want. A star feature will also be added next to the lock button on each artifact. Travelers can use this feature to mark their favorite artifacts on each artifact.
Okay, I was gonna get on them, but not crit rate, crit damage, attack percentage. Okay, all percentages. First of all, they modded this shit. Nobody on the dev team is getting something like this so fucking easily. Why is everybody fucking kidding? They modded the fuck out of this shit into the game. Okay, appreciate it.
Travelers can use this feature to mark their favorite artifacts and filter by stars to quickly track them down.
You put that defense in there just to throw me off.
Treasure compasses will now be able to locate even more treasure locations, including Sealies and time trial challenges. A quick swap feature will also be added for treasure compasses and Oculus Resonance stones. Enabling this feature will allow travelers to more easily use these devices across regions. The feature will automatically switch to the compass or stone that corresponds to your location in the game.
Awesome.
Be sure to check out future announcements for more details on the version 5.2 optimizations.
All right, that was a lot of info, so this seems like a good time for our second break.
It's time for the third redemption code.
How am I feeling about this shit? World Quest seems cool, but I feel like we're either not gonna kill the dragon. We're not killing this dragon. We never, unless it's a big fucking bad guy, we're gonna understand the dragon, learn about his past, and then not kill him. Chad said it's an easy 2-band, when I do the little thing, when I can choose the characters and fight the guys, I can get an easy 2-band of Primo Gems. If that's the case, I don't know if it resets like the Abyss or not, but if it does, oh fucking well. I want to summon for her. Usually I don't buy anything anymore because I usually just get the character I actually really want in the first like couple summons, so I ain't too bothered by it. But I really do want her because she seems really cool. Not to go against the agenda that everybody dislikes her, she actually looks cool.
Welcome back, travelers. What else do we have on the agenda, Gabe?
We have some very exciting news to share. After the version update on November 20th, travelers will be able to play Genshin Impact on the Xbox Series X and
This just looks funny as shit.
S.
I was like, Nahida, what do you call that? An Xbox 360. An Xbox Series X. And then Papa's like, what the fuck is an Xbox? Papa's gonna be like, an Xbox, but it's a sphere. Shut the fuck up, Papa. Oh my god.
Log into
what a
Genshin
strange device.
Impact on Xbox Series X and S consoles to receive the Wind Glider Wings of Fate's Course Intertwined. Additionally, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate members can play Genshin Impact via cloud gaming. They'll also find extra rewards in their in-game mailbox.
Awesome.
Dicky and Xbox players, goddamn.
Right, that should be everything.
Nigga, that was your something else, You could have squeezed it in anyway. Yo, you could have squeezed that shit in anywhere. Nigga said, all right, back from the break. Genshin Impact is on Xbox. Whoop, everybody. I guess that's oh my god.
Means that we've reached the end of the special program. Is there anything that you want to say before we go, Kai?
Yes, I'm really looking forward to all the new characters.
You mean
Chaska and her weapons seem really incredible. I'd love to see how her travel chronicle unfolds because she has such an amazing personality. And Auroran seems like a very layered character. The storytelling is definitely going to shine. What about you, Gabe?
Yeah, I'm just so excited for players to experience more of the Natlan storyline. And we have so much to explore this time. I mean, 2 new tribes and a new area as well. And one thing I've always loved about Genshin Impact is how it's multi-platform. Like, I'm always logging in on different devices depending on where I am. So it's just exciting to see another platform become available for everyone.
Yeah.
And yeah, on that note, I hope you have fun with the new version, travelers.
Bye.
Bye.
If they ever make a little me. Now, chat, under no circumstances am I thinking I'm finna be on a Genshin Impact live stream. But if I was, you saw my little doodle, I'd be like, holy shit, chat, I'm in a holy shit, chat, it's the 6.2 special program. What's poppin'? It's your boy, KingRosé, and my co-host. Nah, it's just me. Fuck everybody else. Today, the end of Genshin Impact. Yes, I'm taking over. Anyways, holy shit, that shit has me crying. This shit is so fucking funny. Nahida just holding up an Xbox symbol. It's just funny as shit. But other than that, this nigga's finna say some shit that'll probably be, you know, interesting to us. Honestly, I was thinking, am I like, well, if you for some reason here at the version, if you're somehow here watching this program right now, the 5.2, and you haven't finished, you're not caught up, leave right now. I'm about to say spoilers, okay? leave right now if you are not caught up. You got 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Cool beans. I thought last act. I thought last act we wrapped this shit up. I thought we were done. I mean, not done in Natlan, but like done as in, you know, I thought we completed. I mean, I thought we didn't we basically do the mission? Did we? No, actually, I don't think we. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm tripping. No, because she gathered all the things. We found all the people. She shot a shot at the thing. No, we only stopped the big ass. Did we only stop the big ass fucking invasion? Did they stop the big ass fucking invasion? I'm pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure they stopped, because that's what. Yeah, she gathered all that energy and then she shot the shit. But I guess we're still not. Basically, chase the story quest. We left our Arkham quest with saying we need to fight them at the source, the Night Kingdom. Cool beans. Okay, that's what we have left to do. I was gonna fucking say, I knew I wasn't tripping. I was like, the last arc ended off on a real tall note, but they really just stopped the invasion, right? But we have to go fight them at the source. Whole thing about it though. This like it said, this just seems like an interlude. When I heard interlude, I was like, that doesn't sound right, because when's the last time we had an interlude? I don't think we've ever had an interlude, but you know, maybe they saving the big juicy shit for the big juicy shit.
Responsible for patrolling and defending all of Natlan.
So Oj Khan's still managing to sow discord, even after all these years.
If you want to resolve a conflict through dialogue, sometimes you need a third-party facilitator.
Skyrim's quest with Nahida? Was that an interlude? You know what's crazy? In the back of my mind, that shit. What? Oh, when we went into his mind, and then he turned, Huh. Chat, holy shit. You know what? Holy shit. You know why I'm saying that? Because I completely forgot about that mission. Or that little thing. Okay. Makes sense.
Time and place. I'll bet the easiest person to find is...
His spirit has gotten lost and can't find its way back to his body.
I feel like you should, if you're trying to get the Pyro Archon, you should wait, because she's gonna come out like 1,000 times.
"500 years later, mystery surfaced again. I worry that we risk repeating the mistakes of the Cinder City.
So this is, I worry we risk repeating the mistakes of the Cinder. So what he just said is an interlude, not a World Quest, because World Quest doesn't flow.
As long as the soul is involved, I should be able to help.
Excuse me.
Be free.
Another interlude is the Jade Chamber. Oh, holy shit. Okay, so we've been interluded. Okay. So we have. I just haven't noticed it. Okay, that makes sense. I wasn't mad about it, or I wasn't mad about the interlude or anything at all. Please don't misunderstand. I was just thinking, I didn't think we ever had an interlude, but if you can remember, my Genshin shit all the way up until before Fontaine, nigga, we slid on that. We was back to back to back like episodes. Inazuma interlude, and then that was also another thing. I'm thinking, y'all are naming some interlude quests, and then I'm thinking some of them I don't remember them having it. Inazuma might be one of them, but chat will probably tell me which one was the interlude quest. I don't think Mondstadt had one. Mondstadt, I don't think Fontaine had one. Did Fontaine have one? Because I remember everything in Fontaine basically being pretty fucking straightforward. Or not straightforward, but everything was running smoothly. I think that's, yeah, okay. They didn't.
Time to say hello.
Because I feel like I would have said something during that one. During the whole Fontaine spiel.
It's either your end or mine! Before the final moment truly arrives, we must fight harder than ever.
We must fight harder than ever. I feel like, damn, hold on. I ain't even noticed it. Damn.
Than ever.
They ain't even let this ride out too fast. They immediately popped this little shit like, let me sit in the moment. I ain't even get a chance to read the fucking title for real.
We must fight harder than ever.
Couldn't even read this shit. Breathe, nigga. Anyways, I feel like this is why I didn't have a lot of talking points about this, because a lot of it seemed like, I feel like if they would have talked about actually going into the Night Kingdom, then I would have jogged my memory even further. But nothing in this trailer really like snapped me back in like, hey, this, that, and the third happened in the last one. And you know, but it's not a complaint. It's an interlude. And it seems like the captain's going to talk to us about some important shit, which I like. I always like important shit. In the World Quest, they're going to talk about the place that was in Venti's shit. You know what's crazy? This might be a hint at fucking whatchamacallit, at Venti's, you know, Ag Park 2. Who the fuck knows? Because, you know, you dig? You feel me? Okay. Other than that, don't see, I honestly, even all jokes aside, her design, and I mean, first of all, character design is fire. Her game design, I don't see what the problem is. No way you think this doesn't, you know, this doesn't fit into VOT. Nothing fits into VOT. Let's be fucking on. Let's really look at these characters. Let's really look at these characters. And I forgot she was in this fucking game. Forgot she was in this fucking game. Forgot this was a character, chat. Forgot. Let's be honest. And then somebody said Lynette and Lenny. When the last time you played Lynette or Lenny? Let me know. Unless Lynette and Lenny is like your favorite niggas, I don't think people was pissed that Lynette was like a 4-star. And if you were, I feel like a star on your character. I feel like in Genshin there's bigger things to cry about. I feel like there's bigger things to cry about. When I got a friendship level 10, Jesus. I forgot she was in a game too. 2 seconds, I forgot she was in a game. Aloy, imagine. Anyways, anybody else that's crazy? I gotta spit. You telling me Alhaitham has a digital UI. There's not many digital UI. Alhaitham has a digital UI. Not Sino. She doesn't. Kanich has a digital UI. Nahida has a digital UI. I think that might be it. I think that's all who have a digital UI. But it doesn't make, or am I tripping? I feel like somebody else has the digital UI. Or not. Who knows? There is no crazy technology in this game for these people to have digital UIs like that. If anything, these 3 characters' UIs do not fit into VOT because they don't have that technology to be having a digital UI. Okay? She's gonna ride on a fucking gun. Having a gun in this game is not too fucking crazy. And her character goddamn flies. We probably have 2 characters with a gun. 2 characters. Hold on. How many characters with a gun we got? She doesn't have a gun. That's one. Completely forgot about fucking her. That's one. Where the other chick at? Where my girl at? Where my girl at? Am I tripping? Am I tripping? She has a fucking gun. Actually, this shit could be so much easier. Nobody in here has a gun. Nobody. I don't think Aloy has a fucking gun. Nobody. Am I tripping? Oh yeah, Musket Shorty. She has a fucking gun. What the fuck she has? She has a gun. What's up, Lena Charm? Nah, I said Lenny and Lynette to prove they both of them look like 4 characters designs, but one of them is a 5-star. I mean, let's be honest. What does a 4-star? The way a 4-star character looks, does it really make them that much different than a 5-star? This nigga definitely looks like a 5-star. Let's be honest. She could have been a 5-star. If Sucrose was different, she could have been a 5-star. But I feel like that's what. No. If Sucrose was different, she could have been a 5-star. She could have been a 5-star for real. I feel if her kit was a little bit more ooh, she could have been a 5-star. But then what's a 5-star? She could have. Kachin could have definitely been a fucking 4-star. Okay, actually, fuck that shit. Jean could have been a 4-star. That's really it. Who else? She could have been a 4-star. She could have been a 4-star. She could have been a 4-star. Who else? Kachin could have definitely been a fucking 4-star. Yamiko could have definitely been a fucking 4-star. Okay, anybody? She could have been a 4-star. Wouldn't even bat an eye. She could have been a 4-star. This nigga could have definitely been a 4-star. Let's keep it a buck. Who else? Oh, damn, we got a lot of 5. Damn. She could have been a 4-star. Nilu could have been a 4-star. I'll leave her alone. I'll leave him alone too. Anybody else? She could have been a 4-star. Glee. Now I'm gonna whisper this. Glee could have definitely been a 4-star. Glee could have definitely been a 4-star. I feel like people would have been her. She could have been a 4-star too. These two could have been 4-stars. And nobody would have batted an eye. Okay. But then now that I look at it, but I feel like if I didn't play this game and if I didn't play this game and then somebody asked me who was a 5-star, who was a 4-star, I could have given you better results. But I'm so goddamn tainted in this game that a 4-star looks like a 4-star and a 5-star looks like a 5-star. But I'm gonna keep it a buck. Oron does look like a 5-star though. If he's a 4-star, who the fuck cares? Okay. Any fucking way. And then I think somebody in chat said, damn. Oh, it's gonna take him being C6 to be up there with a 5-star. He's a 4-star. Like getting him C6, niggas with money. If you want to get a nigga if you want to get him to C6, that shit's gonna be easy as shit. I mean, all you gotta do is summon every time he pop up. All you gotta do is summon. All you gotta do is get that 10 thingamajig. That whoop the bam. Anyways, obviously I'm gonna play the interlude. The world quest does look interesting. The real question is, am I gonna feel like reading? But then, no, actually, this actually does delve further into Idris Elba. So I will have to start from Idris Elba's beginning and then move on to this shit. Probably, you could probably start this shit by itself and Idris Elba just pops up. Who got them knows? Anyways, you know, I got a new character that I like. That was really surprising. Other than that,
elemental.
Chad said this sword gets purple as you ascend it. You know, it's alright. Nothing too crazy. I'm still gonna play it because, you know, it's Genshin Impact. Anyways, everybody on YouTube, that's all I got for you that goddamn day. Bro is paler than... Okay. That's all I got for you today, goddamn day. Tune in next time for another episode of Genshin Goddamn Impact. Like the video, show, like it, subscribe to the channel so you can see more. Ring the bell so you know my videos come out. Comment in the comments any other videos you might have. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, keep it live all the time. Big boy KingRosé. I'm out of here.